And there is a big fight that is taking place outside the ring in boxing, and that's playing out in the courts. It was, in fact, in court yesterday. And if you've followed the appointment of the new board by Minister Zizi Kodwa, you'll know that there's been an association, well, the National Professional Boxing Promoters Association, that's taken issue with how the process was handled by Sport Minister Zizi Kodwa. In fact, going as far as accusing him of perhaps breaking the law. And I've got the chairperson, the national chairperson of that association in studio here, Mr. Ayanda Matiti, who is going to take us through exactly what it is that the grievance is with regards to Minister Zizi Kodwa. Thank you so much for your time. Firstly, the new board was announced by the minister at a press conference, was it last week, if I'm not mistaken? And among some of the members, we know that Mr. Luxolo September, a well-known administrator in sport, is part of that. Ms. Romy Titus is also part of that. Dr. Mary Jean Mantata Sitati also there. Nande Mheshe, I beg your pardon, is there. Princess Mangoma also a part of that new board. And you are not happy with that. In fact, you were in court yesterday. Please tell us exactly what the issue is with regards to the new board that's been appointed.
Morning, Benjamin. Morning to the viewers. Well, the issue is not with the persons mentioned in the main. The issue is how the minister has undertaken the process, Minister Zizi Kodwa, of Sports and Arts and Recreation. We, as we have mentioned, are a body that leads the Association of Promoters who are responsible for boxing development in the country. So why in that landscape, why an association? And why an end product of the Act, why a creature of the Act. So the authority and the prerogative that the minister has is derived from the very same Act. Yeah. So what the minister has done is to exercise his prerogative, but he has failed to live up to the expectation of honoring the obligation that comes with that prerogative. Because there's Section 9.2 compels the minister or instructs the minister to appoint the board, which he has done. But the very same section instructs the minister to exercise that authority after having consulted associations or federations that are in the sector. So that is the issue at hand.
So let me just go to that act that you're quoting there, Mr. Matiti. It says the minister must appoint the members of Boxing South Africa on a part-time basis after consultation, and this is where you're basing your argument, after consultation with the associations or federation of associations contemplated in Section 28. So this did not happen. The minister did not consult with the association, the Boxing Promoters Association.
He did not. It's not the only section that he violated from where we were seated, but it's one amongst sections of the Act that the minister disregarded. You can't be happy with the authority that is given to you, but be unhappy with the obligation that comes with that authority. So if we're in dispute in terms of interpretation or we're in dispute in terms of or the minister is different from what we're saying, then a third party must then come into play, which is a court of law.
Which is a court. Yes. And you wrote to the minister, as per the statement that you released, I think at the weekend, you wrote to the minister, and the minister, according to that statement, did not respond at the time that you stipulated that he must respond. But there has now been a response following the court proceedings that took place yesterday, and that letter addressed to Akona Mafani.
Yes.
Says, we refer to the above matter and confirm that we act on behalf of the first respondent, and that's the Minister of Sport. We are instructed by the first respondent, the Minister, that the new board of the second respondent, that's Boxing South Africa, would not assume duties tomorrow, the 12th, which is today, December 2023, pending the finalization of Part A of your client application, pending the matter that is now sub judice.
Indeed.
And because the term ended, the term of the previous board ended yesterday on the 11th of December. But you say that there has not been consultation. What is consultation according to you, Mr. Matiti? What constitutes consultation?
Well, that obligation is an obligation of the minister. And when I'm seated here leading an association that has not been consulted, I would not be able to define what consultation is. But what I can tell you...
Let me help you.
From a point of view of fact that we have not been consulted by the minister.
Okay, let me help you.
Appointed the board.
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
And please tell me if it's the first time you hear of this. And this is the minister sending a letter to members of the Promoters Association. The term of office of the current board ends on 11 December 2023. In terms of Section 9.2 of the Boxing SA Act, the minister must appoint the members of the Boxing SA on a part-time basis after consultation with associations or federations as contemplated in the Section 28 of the Act. It is for this reason that I write this letter to inform you that the department will commence with the process of to appoint the new board of Boxing South Africa. The association is therefore requested to participate in the process. The association.
Yes.
Which association?
Our association.
Yours. I like that you admitted that. The association is therefore requested to participate in the process by submitting nominations for the suitable prospective candidates to serve as members of Boxing South Africa. An advertisement will be placed on national newspapers calling out. So I'm going to leave out that part. But this letter, importantly, is from Minister of Sport, Mr. Zizi Kodwa, dated the 6th of July 2023, addressed to the association to nominate members of the new board. So the invitation to nominate members of the new board does not constitute consultation, according to...
No. It would not. Certainly it would not, Benji. The minister is informing us that he's undertaking...
no, but he's calling on you to nominate who you think should be...
He's calling on us and the rest of South Africans. The act is specific, remember?
No, I asked you which association. You said our association. It is addressed here to the association. It says to the association. I said which association? You said your association.
Exactly.
So it is calling on to you to make nominations.
Yes.
It is calling on you to say Benjamin Leshoro must be a member of the board. Is that not consultation?
No, it would not be. Imagine.
What does then constitute? According to you, what does then constitute consultation?
Certainly, it is not, because that letter is also given to all South Africans. Remember, we're a specific sport. Now no,
that's not the letter. You are wrong. You are wrong, Mr. Matiti, because there is another letter that is calling on all the South Africans. In fact, it says the public. There's nomination of candidates to serve on the board of Boxing South Africa. It says, in terms of that act, the Minister of Arts and Culture invites members of the boxing fraternity and general public to nominate the persons. Members of the boxing fraternity and general public. That's a separate letter. This here is a letter addressed to your association. I asked you, you said it is addressed to your association. It is a specific letter to the association that is calling upon you, as per what the Act dictates of the minister, to you,
Benjamin,
to make nominations. What is then? But I want to know if that is not. But here's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying the minister consulted with you or he didn't.
Yes.
I'm calling on you now to then tell me what constitutes consultation if this isn't.
Allow me to help you so that you are not trapped into that letter, because you are becoming a prisoner of that letter. And every time I try to explain our context in terms of a meaningful consultation, you interject. Imagine a situation where, because the minister acts at the behest of the president, we are a sport, and I'm trying to explain this to you. Appointing a board of boxing South Africa is not appointing an SOE. You do not have the shareholder with 51%. It has people that are in the sector, that have been in the sector over time, that are grouped into associations. Now, if the president were to appoint a minister today, in that period, it's 2 weeks before the term of the board lapses. And then
But it wasn't 2 weeks, Mr. Matiti. This is where we differ. You are bringing your own opinions as facts. This letter is dated the 6th of July.
Well,
and the term of office ends on the 11th of December.
Remember, Benjamin, our opinions are our own facts.
No, your opinion is not your own fact. No, Mr. Matiti, the facts cannot be
in a court of law. Our issue is that the minister must undertake, that's the expression of that obligation, must undertake a meaningful consultation with us. When you consult us, you write a letter, you convene us. You say, I have been appointed as a minister here. I've undertaken I've undertaken a process of inviting nominees. You are participating in that process. What are the challenges that are in the space? What is your expectation in terms of you that have been in the space? Remember, the minister is not a boxer. He's neither of the licenses that are explained explicitly by the Act, so that when the minister exercises that authority, he would have derived some insight in terms of what kind of a person that I should.
Okay, we've run out of time. We've run out of time desperately.
Appoint.
We've run out of time.
By the experiences that I've had.
I need to ask you this. What's the end goal? Do you want the board to be dissolved? Do you want the previous board to resume duties or to be reappointed?
Obviously, we want the board to be set aside, because it's an end product of an illegitimate process. Because remember, you cannot have a minister that comes into the space and knocks when he is inside. With all due respect to the minister, it's very important that we establish certain rules in South Africa. We're a constitutional democracy. You can't find people there and then sit wherever you are sitting, just write a letter without meeting with them and assume that whatever that is in your mind, that would have been an end product of the process of nomination, would be responding exactly.
I think your point
into the crisis.
Your point is well made. Thank you so much, Mr. Matiti. I just wanted to find out what the end goal is. Thank you for your time, and we will be watching it and the litigation process that is currently taking place. We are desperately out of time.